Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? Grab your coffee, maybe a snack or two, and let's get into it. So the other day we were talking about license plates getting stolen off of our cars. Okay, so I went on Amazon because a subscriber told me where to get these, and they are these special bolts and things to secure your license plates so they cannot get stolen, okay? And there's a special lock and stuff like that, all right? And you get these special screws, okay? Here's the nuts, bolts, key, everything, okay, that you're going to need, all right? And it's $9. So, and you get a little card with instruction manual, stuff like that, all right? Now, you know that in the description box below, I always leave links. Well, the link is, it's an Amazon link, okay? It brings you to like a little store type thing that me and another subscriber had set up. So everything is just one click. You could see everything that I have bought, that other people in our community have bought. So it's one click, and you can literally see the hundreds of things that I have added, that other people in our community have added, and stuff like that. So it's, oh, they have this, they have this, they have this. Okay, so it's, you can bounce ideas, okay? And there's a lot of stuff that I have added for my preps in that list, okay? So now you know where to buy these things, okay? Because now, you know, things are just, it's getting out of hand. And I wanted to, you know, secure my license plate, obviously. You know, so when Sean comes home, he's going to be putting that on the car. So I've got a few things that I'm going to show you. I know, Stormy. It's, what are you going to do? That were sent in by you guys in our community, okay? And these pictures, she sent me an email. She said I took these pictures at Whole Foods. Oh no, I'm sorry, my bad. In Upper Arlington, Ohio. It's a suburb of of Columbus. He said, I have been checking stores for months, and this is the first time I've seen a store not put out food. Really? Okay. Either they don't have the food or they are limiting purchases. I believe this is the beginning of food rationing. Oh boy, and this is at Whole Foods. Please ask for assistance. Please see prep food team members for rotisserie chickens. Wow. Okay, so there's going to be a link in the description box below. Obviously, Buggy wants some coffee. And we talked about the diesel oil yesterday. and it has been confirmed, okay, and verified. What this subscriber, Buggy Stop, has, suggested, and I have also confirmed this with my mechanic, Dave, where you guys know him as Dirty White Boy. Yes. To please pick up oil for your oil changes for your vehicles now. So if you are having trouble finding oil for your car, Dave, his link, it's Consumer Car Care. Okay, his link is always in the description box of all of my videos. Get a hold of him, click on his link, it'll bring you to his webpage. Get a hold of him, call him, email him, okay? And he will help you in any way that he possibly can, okay? He's very trusted. I've known him for 15 years, okay? He's one of us, all right? And he's an awesome guy. He really, truly is. Now, this is all 100% true, okay? Stormy, you're going to knock over Mommy's coffee, okay? That's not okay. And it has been discovered that diesel engine oil additive manufacturers in America have declared force majeure. I said this yesterday, okay? And actually, one of you had gotten a hold of me and said that mysteriously the link that I had put in the video from yesterday got deleted. And I'm like, oh, there's a friggin' surprise. It does not surprise me at all. So she sent me more links, and I said, well, thank you. So I'll put those links in the description box of this video. Well, let's see if those ones get deleted, So they are no longer operating, causing total disruption of the supply chain for diesel engine oil manufacturers. The entire U.S. supply runs out in 8 weeks, and yes, it will. No more supply until 2023. Total collapse of transport. Yes, you are dead on balls accurate, okay? So, to always go to that description box to find all of the links of everything that I speak of in my videos, okay? Why? Because I want you guys to have your resources so you can, check and say, okay, so that's what she's talking about. This is her references. This is where she gets her information. But I also get my references and my information from you guys as well, okay? So, on to this. This is disturbing. Okay, first it was the cattle, all right, that were dying. And now it's wheat crops in Kansas that are failing on a massive scale. So what does this tell you? In my opinion, and this is not just coming from someone who is of the prepared mind. This is coming from someone who is also a human and who does not want her family to ever go without and to ever go hungry, okay? So this should be of a great concern to you, okay? Stock up on flour, anything that has grain, okay? Anything that has grain, honestly. Because did you know, okay, that Kansas is known as the wheat state? Yeah. And in 2021, it produced nearly 1/4 of all the wheat that was harvested in the U.S. So, needless to say, we really need Kansas to come up big again this year, because the invasion and another of other factors have combined to bring us to the precipice of an absolutely horrifying global food crisis. And unfortunately, things are not going well in Kansas this year. In fact, the wheat crops in much of the state are failing on such a massive, large scale. This time of year, the wheat should be growing in this part of the western Kansas. Should be up to your thighs. Well, I'm 5'3", you know, so grass is up to my thighs, you know what I mean? But on a serious note, it should be, you know, in my case, up to my hip, okay? Lush green, beautiful. But it's not. It's because of drought. And this drought continues to parch this region. But many fields tell a different story, okay? One farmer said, there's nothing out there, it's dead. It's ankle-high straw. It's poor, very, very poor condition. So please take my advice and stock up on anything and everything that is wheat product, things that are made with wheat. Do not go crazy. Do not panic buy. Okay? Please don't. But be sensible. Yes? Okay. Now, over on the other side of the pond, do you remember the store Woolworths? Yeah. Well, over in Australia, Woolworths is still a big deal. And Woolworths has warned of dire weeks ahead as extreme shortages across fresh produce continue to cause shopping chaos. And the retailer gave a grim insight into the month ahead in its latest fresh market supply update, revealing customers may need to get used to seeing shelves looking bare. And they have been informed that fresh herb supply had been so significantly affected that it's unlikely to be available in usual quantities until August. So my suggestion is it's very easy to start an herb garden. So please consider adding herbs to your freedom gardens. Okay? Now, excuse me. On to this. I'm going to throw up some screenshots that were sent to me by a subscriber. And the first one says, I was just at Sam's to get gas. And half of the pumps were offline due to chip shortages on parts made in China. New fuel delivery cannot be distributed. So if you go to Sam's for your gas, because we all know that it's cheaper to get your gas at Sam's, okay? They're having problems at the pump. This one says, it's crazy. I worked at Progressive Produce in California, and today we were ordered to throw away $1 million worth of asparagus and other greens due to putting them in the boxes upside down, and it would take too long to resort. Excuse me? So this email came in, and she says, so here is what I got into this week. Why do I always bite off more than I can chew? Don't we all? Especially when it comes to prep shopping. You know what I mean? You say, I need this, I need this, I need this, I need this. I'm just filling in my gaps. I swear, I swear, I swear. She said, I went to Sam's. Bought 3 large packages of pork center cut pork chops with bone. Good price. So I came home, I cut up the chops with the good meat, and going to do 3 things with it. Chops for dinner, maybe a package in the freezer. I have no room for it. pressure can pork and broth. Never did pork broth, but why can't we? So I hear you. You know, I hear you on that. So she says, so I have dinner in the oven, roasting the bones for more flavor, and then I will toss it in the crock pot. Canned broth tomorrow for the next day. Did the same with chicken. Used 2 Sam's rotisserie chickens for dinner, and then I took all the bones, cooked down for 2 days in canning broth. I am trying to use all the parts of the meat I can. Yeah, believe me, I hear you. You know, you try and be frugal and use every part you don't want to waste, and you're not throwing out things and da-da-da, and then you're like, yeah. Believe me, I get it. You know what I mean? I really, truly get it. You're not alone. So onto this, she says, okay, I want people to think of cloth items at estate sales. I go on the last day, 50% off. I got a dozen cloth napkins and some extra towels. If we can't get paper napkins and paper towels, we can use cloth napkins. Yeah, I have my own stash of cloth napkins. I really like them. And she said, I told my husband, we need to go to cloth napkins with the coat of paper. He said the electric to wash them and water cost is not worth it. I'm going to get more as I see them to stock up. The cost of paper products is crazy. Remember, our grandparents and parents used cloth napkins, not paper. Yeah, you're right. You're right. My Aunt Marie, she still has my grandparents' cloth napkins. She still has them. Yeah. She said, I will say, I know why my grandmother ironed her stuff. It did wrinkle, but hey, it will work. Yeah. Yeah. Stay safe, my friend. I'm going to do more this weekend, and I'll see what I can find. It's been fun, and these people lived in hard times. Yeah, exactly. You're exactly right. You're exactly right. So on to this. This is funny. I don't know how she figured this out, but she said, I went to China Mart this morning. And look how this company has redesigned their product to appear like you're getting a deal. When I turned it upside down, the bottles are half filled. Oh, God. So this picture was sent to me, and it is of a building of a power company, and you see a big truck coming through the gate, and the headline says, if the Midwest sees above normal temperatures during the peak summer period, the letter says MISO could be forced to call on customers to conserve. And it says, letter from IL, is that Illinois? Yeah. Power company warns customers of potential rolling blackouts this summer. And in the subject line of her email that she sent me this picture with, it says, yeah, from the heat. And before I go, this email came from someone who lives in Australia. And she said, I just came back from shopping. I took my dog with me. Anyway, not much, but the shops have been out of water for 2 days now. I have a stockpile, but always try to get some when I go. So 3 different stores were out. Also, the ATM I have been using for nearly 30 years has been closed and taken away. No notice, just gone. Really? Really? Although with the crime, it's no surprise, really. Last time I tried to take cash out, I canceled the transaction 3 times because this woman kept walking towards me, so I walked away. Then I went back and she came towards me again 3 times. I gave up, too risky. Sign of the times. Yeah, no kidding. Also, I wanted to tell you guys, Sean and I have been searching for more cameras, outside cameras, surveillance cameras. And he found These really great cameras. And on his day off, he's going to be installing them. And they are by a company called Wize, W-I-Z-E. And I'll leave the link in the description box below, okay? They are wireless and they're solar. Now, the solar panels are, you got to buy them separate, but they're only 20 bucks a piece. Otherwise, you would have to plug them in to recharge them because they're a rechargeable battery, an internal rechargeable battery. And I'm like, oh my gosh, we need these because we were so, I mean, you know, with everything that's been going on, because let's be honest, it's not like any of us live in safe areas anymore. I don't care if you live in the city. I don't care if you live in a suburb. I don't care where you live. Crime the rates are up, right? So I told Sean, I said, I want a camera over here in this corner of the front of the house. And I want a camera over here on the corner by the garage. Because the only camera we have is a doorbell. Yeah, it's all fine and dandy and great if I want to see somebody coming up to my door. But they're not going to catch if someone's sneaking around over here or over here. So he went and he looked and he looked and he looked and he looked and he finally came upon this company. It's called Wize, W-I-Z-E, W-Y-Y-Z. So he's going to be installing them, and I'll leave the link in the description box below. Prices are not bad, guys. All right. And because you know that I'm not going to spend money on something that's junk. So I really want you guys to check these out, okay? Like I said, wireless. You know, you can, you know, the batteries, the internal batteries last for 6 months, and then you got to charge them. But like I said, get the solar panels for $20 a piece, okay? This way you don't have to worry about taking them down every 6 months to charge them, okay? They're weatherproof and all that stuff. So when Sean installs them, I'll do a product review for them, you know, in case you want me to do that, whatever. So you can see what else we added for security preps for the house. All right. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I love you. I'll see you in the next one. You stay safe. You stay positive. You keep prepping. And as always, fearless. Ciao.